fellow cine enthusiasts, my name is Christina and welcome to my channel Let's Get Reels. Today I'm going to be doing a DVD and Blu-ray haul of what I got for Christmas. Oh, I got such awesome movies and I wanted to share what I got with you guys. First up is Ant-Man and the Wasp. I loved this movie so much, so I was very happy to have received this. I did a review for it. If you're interested, I will leave the link down below. Next Blu-ray I got is Ocean's 8. Again, love this movie. Great movie. Absolutely adored it. Pure genius. I also did a review for this. I will leave that down below as well if you are interested. Next up is The Innocents. This I got as a Christmas present from my brother Christian. I saw this movie a long time ago. I don't really remember it that well. I just know that there was like one scene in it that really creeped me out and I was like, yeah, we're gonna get this. So it's a Criterion version that came out quite a while ago, and I was wanting it for a while, so my brother finally got it for me. My other brother, Anthony, got me Videodrome for Christmas. Videodrome is one of the weirdest movies I have ever seen. Like, just looking at this cover here makes my mind just go I really liked this movie. I did a review for it. I will link that down below as well. And I'm kind of happy I got this because maybe now I'll watch it and kind of knowing what happens, maybe I'll get it just a smidge. Now it is on to the DVDs that I got. The first one that I will be showing you is Brooklyn Nine-Nine 5th season. If you guys don't know me at all, if you don't follow me on social media, or if you have not seen my kind of beg to watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine reasons you should watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine video, I am so obsessed with this show. It is ridiculous. Every Christmas for like the past few years I've been asking for Brooklyn Nine-Nine this season, whatever's current season or whatever past season on DVD. So, and 5th season was actually one of my favorites. They have great episodes in this. The season finale was great, so I'm looking forward to watching this again, even though I could watch this on Hulu, but you know, it's a DVD. It's pretty cool. Next DVD is Ragin Heaven, starring Ingrid Bergman and Robert Montgomery. I saw this quite some time ago. I think I liked it. If I'm remembering correctly, Robert Montgomery's acting wasn't that great, but of course Ingrid Bergman was like spot on. So, you know, and it's an Ingrid Bergman movies, and this is like one of her movies that I haven't picked up in my movie adventures over the last few years. Next is Picture Snatcher. I saw this quite a number of years ago. I thought it was really good from what I am remembering. It was something different. This is a pre-code movie with James Cagney, and I am such a sucker for pre-code movies, and this has been on my DVD list on Amazon for like ages, so I finally picked this up, had my mom or Santa pick it up for me for Christmas. Next up is another Ingrid Bergman movie that I have seen, like this was a while ago too, and that I had not gotten. This was also on my Amazon wish list for quite a few years. From what I remember, it was a good movie, and I'm looking forward to seeing it again because Ingrid Bergman, this was like pretty much against type for her, if I remember her character's role, and I like seeing her and Gary Cooper together. Next is another pre-code movie, Their Own Desire, starring my favorite Norma Shearer, and again another movie starring Robert Montgomery. These are movies, most of these movies, I should just probably say it now, I haven't watched them in a few years, but I like them. I mean, it's Norma Shearer. Her acting isn't always the best, but there's just something that draws me to her in every single one of her movies I have seen. And again, Their Own Desire was on my wish list for DVDs for quite a number of years on Amazon, and I finally got it. Then you have a kind of Hitchcockian movie. It's not really Hitchcock, it wasn't by the director, but it's got that kind of like suspense aspect to it, and it's also extremely funny. It's called The Gazebo. I saw this a number of years ago and I was like dying because Glenn Ford I'm used to seeing as kind of like this macho guy. My favorite role that he did was in Gilda. He was Johnny, and so to see him go from like the serious noir to like this movie, I believe it's from the 60s or 50s, 59, and I loved it. I thought it was really funny. The plot was just so silly, and actually the pigeon in it is really, really funny. This DVD may be weird. This movie may be a bit odd if you're not used to or don't know classic Hollywood that well, but Greta Garbo's last film was actually a comedy, and she was smiling and actually dancing. Did this like crazy dance number in Two-Faced Woman. I like this. I thought Greta Garbo was hysterical, but apparently she got so embarrassed and absolutely hated this movie that after this she never acted again, which is a shame. This movie was made in 1941. So unfortunately, like I said, Greta Garbo's last film, but really, really good. I'm actually looking forward to doing a review for this movie. Next DVD is actually one from my childhood that I used to watch, I think on a recorded VHS tape. It is the TV version of Cinderella, I think from like the 60s. And oh my goodness, I used to watch this all the time. I remember just watching this and, you know, knowing all the songs from it. The cast is actually pretty good. I didn't realize the cast was like, you know, a lot of classic actors and actresses until like I saw it again a couple of years ago. You have Ginger Rogers in it, you have Walter Pidgeon and Celeste Holm. Like, what? Like, so it's actually really good. It's a little cheesy from what I remember watching it, and you know, from a few years ago, but I loved it, and it's like such a nostalgic movie for me. So then we go from light and fluffy to dark and twisty mental health disorder movie, The Three Faces of Eve. This was a really, really interesting movie to watch because it deals with mental health disorder. I believe it's schizophrenia. I haven't seen this movie in a number of years, but it's from 1957 and it deals with this. So to see how mental health was treated, how it was handled like back in the day, to an extent. This is the movies after all. 50s movies, especially old movies. It was just very interesting, and this was like the first real like Joanne Woodward movie I ever watched. So again, looking forward to reviewing this movie and watching it again. Now we have a newer movie, The Disappearance of Eleanor Rigby. This was such a great freaking movie. There's actually 3 different versions of this movie. There's a them version, a him version, and a her version. And I again, I'm looking so forward to reviewing this because it was just done so well. And then you have Jessica Chastain. Jessica Chastain is like one of the greatest actresses ever, and she was just perfect in this. I really, really liked it. I believe it's still on Netflix if you guys are interested in watching it. And last but not least of the DVDs and what I received for Christmas, it is back to the classic movies, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde from, I believe, 1941. I was right. 1941 with Spencer Tracy and Ingrid Bergman and Lana Turner. Again, another Ingrid Bergman movie that I did not own on DVD before now. I have seen this and I really liked it. I thought it was very well done, and I liked how the roles were reversed for Ingrid Bergman and Lana Turner. I'm not going to give too much away because this will definitely be a classic movie Thursday review in the future. So that was my Christmas DVD haul. If you guys have any of these movies, if you've seen any of these, you know, leave your comments down below. If you guys want me to review any of these movies in the near future, let me know which ones you would like to see. And if I pick your movie and I watch it and I review it, I'll give you a shout out. How freaking cool is that? A shout out in a YouTube video. And don't forget to click that subscribe button for future Let's Get Reels movie reviews. And don't forget to also hit that bell notification because sometimes I'm a little inconsistent with my uploading schedule. And as always, keep watching movies and stay absolutely fabulous.